If Neymar read my mind, the things he said about Kylian Mbappe, about Lionel Messi, about his move from Barcelona to PSG, you know, what he said about Saudi Pro League and everything, I knew exactly that there was issues. There were issues in PSG. He said, let me quote, he said that when Messi came, that Mbappe is an amazing guy. He always plays with him, try to do things with him in training and in the matches and all that. But things changed when Lionel Messi came to PSG. Everything changed. He said that Kylian Mbappe became a little bit jealous. And I knew exactly that the problem with Kylian Mbappe when Lionel Messi was in PSG was jealousy. It was jealousy that made him to demand for the captaincy. It was jealousy that was making him demand for the penalties. Jealousy. That was what Neymar said about Kylian Mbappe. That he was a little bit jealous when Messi came, because definitely Messi coming to PSG, Messi already had that relationship with Neymar. So him coming, the relationship will just rekindle itself. But Mbappe, being a young player at that time, a young player who feels, oh, I was going to carry the team, I was going to do this and do that. He couldn't manage that kind of scenario. And being in company of world-class players was supposed to be a privilege. But somehow the privilege turned into jealousy. That is what Neymar said, that Mbappe was a little bit jealous. Did you see what he said about leaving Barcelona? He said that Messi asked him, do you want to be the best player in the world? I can make it happen for you. He said no, that it's not about being the best player in the world, that it was personal reasons and stuff like that. I believe it wasn't, it was actually personal reasons, because he went to PSG, one, because of the money that was offered to him. Secondly, he went to PSG because he wanted to step out of Lionel Messi's shadow. He wanted to do it alone, on his own, of which is definitely impossible for you to do. And going to a team like PSG that is not a Champions League, proven club, they've not won it. So him going there feels like, okay, he's going to do it there with the kind of money that he was offered and stuff like that. Maybe that was the reason why he said it was personal for him. But Lionel Messi asked him. He explained what happened in a match against Atletico Bilbao when he played a bad game. He had a bad game in the first half. He went into the dressing room, and all of a sudden, he went into the toilet to cry. While he was crying, Lionel Messi came there and asked him what's wrong. He said, no, he's fine. Then Alves came and he asked him, Messi asked Neymar, do you want to be the best player in the world? That they are here to help him. But he said, no, that this is that. So it tells you, at least for the first time in a long time, Neymar decided to be honest with himself, to tell us the truth, what happened inside the dressing room in Barcelona, what happened in PSG, what happened between him and Kylian Mbappe and stuff like that. But other than that, he said he gave kudos to Kylian Mbappe, that he's a good guy, he's a great guy, and stuff like that. So if you watch that interview he did with Romario, he said everything the way it is. He said everything the way it is. He said he was surprised about the Saudi Pro League and stuff like that. Go back and watch that interview. Go back and watch that interview so that you see the truth. Because definitely I know Kylian Mbappe is going to respond. Of course, you know that Mbappe is going to respond. But the things Neymar said, most of the things he said were exactly the way it is, because it was so glaring and obvious that there were issues and dressing room issues surrounding PSG with Neymar, with Mbappe, with Lionel Messi. There were issues, and that issue was oozing out from Kylian Mbappe's camp. Go back and watch that interview.